My therapist asked me to bring in photos of my happiest memories. I realized I'd been cropping the same person out of every single one for 5 years. The revelation hit me as I spread 20 photos across her coffee table. Beach trips, graduations, birthdays, concerts, each one carefully edited, a floating hand here, a mysterious shadow there, sometimes just an awkward empty space where someone should be. Who did you remove? Dr. Martinez asked gently. My mother, I said, surprising myself with how easily it came out. She'd been there for everything, every milestone, every celebration, every ordinary Tuesday that turned into a memory, but I'd spent half a decade pretending she wasn't. The cutting started after the diagnosis. Borderline personality disorder. The words felt like a verdict, not just on her but on me, on us, on every happy moment we'd shared that now felt tainted by the label. I became an expert at digital erasure. Maltil, tool, contour, filler, crops. I told myself I was protecting my image, my career, my future relationships. People wouldn't understand, I reasoned. They'd think I was damaged too. My Instagram looked perfect. Accepted adventures, independent woman, self-made success. The comments praised my strength, my confidence, my ability to thrive alone. They didn't know about the Tuesday night she still called to read me poetry she'd written, the birthday card she sent with pressed flowers from her garden, the way she'd learned to knit just to make me scarves I'd never wear in public. Show me an unedited one, Dr. Martinez said. I pulled up the original from my college graduation. There she was beaming, her hand on my shoulder, proud tears streaming. She'd driven 18 hours straight because she couldn't afford a flight, slept in her car. Showed up wrinkled but radiant. She looks happy, Dr. Martinez observed. She was. We both were. My voice cracked. Before I knew she was sick. The illness doesn't erase the joy, you know. It just means she fought harder to be there. I stared at the photo, at her face I'd deleted hundreds of times, at the woman who loved me through her own chaos, who showed up even when her mind was at war with itself that night. I called her for the first time in 3 months. Mom, sweetheart. Her voice lit up like Christmas morning. How are you? Tell me everything. I am looking at pictures, I said, of us, real ones, silent. I am in them. The hope in her voice shattered me. She knew, of course she knew. She'd watched my social media, seen herself disappear from my public life piece by piece. Yeah, Mom, you are in all of them. Where you belong, she cried. I cried. We talked until 3 a.m. about everything and nothing. About her new medication. About my job. About the poems she'd written but been too afraid to share. The next week, I posted a photo, the real graduation one. No edits, no crops. Just as the caption read. My mom has BPD. She's also the bravest person I know. She's the reason I am who I am. Mentalness doesn't diminish love. It just means someone chose to love you even when loving themselves was impossible. My phone exploded, messages from friends whose parents, siblings, partners fought similar battles, stories of hidden struggles and digital erasures, a community I never knew existed because we'd all been cropping out the same pain. Mom texted me a heart spic, then a photo of her own, her laptop screen showing my post, her reflection visible in the screen, smiling through tears. For the first time in 5 years, she wasn't cropped out. For the first time in 5 years, neither was I.